Hey guys, this is a short excerpt from my latest podcast, The 425. If you'd like to hear all of it, you can come over to my Substack and listen free. There's a link below in the description. Have a good one. Bye.
I've recently seen a great deal of discourse around the subject of the way that right-wing women are treated online by right-wing activists. And this has, from what I've seen, happened mostly on Twitter, which is rarely the best place to have any kind of productive conversation. What's worse is that the conversation about the right-wing conception of the romantic relationships between men and women is not mature, and is being undertaken by people who probably don't actually have all that much experience of them personally, and so have to go from the examples of others. I think that actually I do have some authority on this subject, and I have to say I would never talk to my wife in the way that I see right-wing men online speak to women that they view to be on their own team. And I think that you do build your character by your habits.
Okay, in less than a minute there, Sargon has provided a great deal to consider. Indeed, the entire talk, though barely 10 minutes long, is loaded with an abundance of material suitable for dissection and analysis. I'll get to all of it, but let us begin with a correction in terms. Sargon introduces us to the problem of what he calls right-wing activists, that's in scare quotes, and their treatment online, mainly on Twitter, of right-wing women. While I don't see anything intentionally underhanded about what he said, the moment he said right-wing activists in this context, I suspected he was really talking about red pill men. In other words, he's talking about you, dear brothers. And indeed, he confirms this later in his talk when he acknowledges who he's really talking about. I might also add that he, perhaps unknowingly, isn't really talking about right-wing women. He's talking about blue pill women who happen to be on the political right. And it makes sense. Sargon is absolutely a blue pill man, which is fine for him, of course. But as you always must with blue pill people, you have to read between the lines to see what they're actually saying. So, what we're really talking about here, despite the misleading facade, is the treatment of blue pill, right-of-center women by red pill men, not right-wing activist men and women. This conflation, I argue, is necessary to Sargon, lest he end up talking about the power imbalance that red pill men are actually trying to talk about in the post Sargon is here to criticize.